but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain stops hitting town. Yeah! On a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine.
Hello, you bloody legends. It's Shane here. Today is the 7th of August here in country Victoria, Australia. It's, what time is it? 6 o'clock in the morning for me. And we are in lockdown number 6. Count them, 6, loving it. So we're not going too far away in the next couple of days to do any sort of filming and stuff. And we'll just play around at home, because I can walk out my back door and take some really ripper photos of the night sky. G'day, Greg. How you doing, man? So today we've got someone on here that you probably already know of, because of course you bloody know, because I told you in the links earlier on. A few little housekeeping things here. Some of you guys probably already know that I've got a Patreon page away from YouTube, and I'll be brutally honest and say that I'm just absolutely pathetic about keeping up the content on that, and the people who are over there basically paying to support what I'm doing here. I didn't feel like I was giving you enough bang for your buck, if you like. So what I've done, I put a post over there, and a few guys come back and say, yeah, we'll support you wherever you go, sort of thing. And what I'm doing here is I've started memberships on the YouTube channel, and basically what that is I'm out there creating this content twice a week for you guys, and if you like what I'm doing, and if you're learning from what I'm doing here, if you can afford to do so, and if you're inclined to do so, down the bottom here somewhere, there's a button that says join. If you hit that, and you can sign up to the membership. And what it's going to give you is, I will be doing an extra live stream specifically for you guys. You'll get some behind the scenes sort of content. And I'll tell you now that as I release things like presets and stuff like that, I'll let you know where to find them, and I'll give them to you guys for free as well. Today, we've got a few things to talk about. There's a few new phones coming out. We'll talk about those. And there's a phone that I've been really excited to get, and some of the stuff that I've seen recently being released is I'm not that excited about it anymore, but I'll tell you about that in a little bit. After the first few live streams here that we did, first two, I think I've only had 2 guests on before. First one was Greg, and then Ralph last fortnight. And I really like this way that we do this now. Like, instead of me just sitting here jibber jabbering to you guys about whatever I want to talk about, we bring someone else on here, and we can both jibber jabber and talk about whatever we want to talk about. And I've been able to secure. We do these live streams every 2 weeks, and I've been able to book in a guest on every live stream up until it's like the middle of November, and I've got some of you guys from the Bloody Legend community on the Facebook groups, and I've seen photos on there, and I've reached out to you guys and gone, you're a bloody good photographer. I really want to have you on the show and talk about where you are, how you're taking these photos, why you're taking these photos, and just have a chat. And there's been a few guys who've gone, oh, I'm not worthy, but your bloody photos say that you are. So I'm going to suggest that you are worthy. And there's a few of you there I can see who have said, I'm not worthy, but you're coming on the show and you've agreed to do it, so it'll be good. I've got some of you guys, I've got some YouTube educators, people who have got their own channels and showing basically what I do here. Some of them do it a damn sight better than what I do, and some of them are out there just starting out with their channel and growing an audience, and this is a really, in my opinion, it's a good platform to bring those sorts of people on and help them grow, because if you're watching this, you're into mobile photography, and you're going to watch their content as well, because they're quite good at what they're doing. I've also got a very another guy he's he's got a YouTube channel, I believe. He's got a ripper Instagram following, and he's an incredibly talented mobile photographer, and he's going to come on towards the end of the year as well. And when I asked him about it, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that for sure. I was blown away that he was going to do it. So you'll see that probably in November sometime. And I'm thinking already, because I can bring 10 people into this stream here. So I'm thinking towards the end of the year, we might even get 10. We'll see what we do. That'll just be a cluster, because who knows who's going to talk and carry on there. Today is no different. Today, we've got a special guest. He's on holidays in the UK. I'm not sure where in the UK you go for like sunny sort of holidays and get away from the town and get out into the nice sunny sort of beach weather. And if we're lucky enough, he might even show us what looks like out of his window to show you the nice sunny sort of location that he's in. But today we're talking to David Addison, and David he's got his own YouTube channel. If you watch my channel, you're probably watching his stuff as well, because he does some really, really, really nice in-depth sort of reviewing of some of the higher end apps. So basically the pro apps that come onto the iPhone platform, he does some really in-depth, very, very good tutorials with those apps. So I'll bring him in here and I'll see if it works. And it works. Ripper. G'day, Dave.
Dude, you're too kind. And that intro, by the way, my gosh, that is...
We're in the creative space, mate. I'll just make it up as I go.
Do you want to see what's outside my window? Really?
Go for it.
This is... Can you see that?
How sunny is that?
Too much reflection.
You can see it.
Yeah,
so, how you doing, man?
England. I'm good,
Tell
man.
everyone where you are.
I'm in the south of England. I'm in a town called Exmouth in the south of England.
Exmouth.
Exmouth, yeah, man.
Sounds well. It doesn't sound really inviting at all, man. And looking out the window there, it didn't look inviting either.
It's all the pictures on my Instagram for the past couple of days have been taken there. So, in fairness, it is actually really nice.
Yeah, cool. We'll have a look at those in a second. I didn't warn you about this before, and Ralph dunked in the deep end with this one. Do you as a YouTube creator, do you listen to podcasts of like YouTube educators like Dusty Porter and TubeBuddy podcasts and vidIQ podcasts? Do you listen to those by chance?
No. Do you think I should?
Oh, mate, it's I learned heaps from that. They're definitely worth listening to them. There's a guy who used to do the vidIQ podcast, and Leron Segev, and he's a very, very, very good interviewer. And when he'd bring people onto his show, he would say, introduce yourself in a tweet. Say in 140 characters, tell me about who David Addison is. Go.
Oh, you're actually asking me to do that? Okay. I help people make the best photos they can using my 16 years of photography knowledge with the camera that they've got in their pocket.
Perfect. Awesome. We've got a few people in here. Algeria. I don't think we've seen anyone from Algeria. Hossein. I'm going to be honest. If you've watched my show before or watched anything I do, you know that I'm absolutely terrible about pronouncing names. So apologies, blanket across everything. Scott, g'day. That would be the Ducks Nut, Scott. Hey, Ralph. That's early for you, man. So we've got a few questions here, and we'll run through them just so people learn who you are and what you do and so forth. When did you first get into photography, mate?
2006, when my parents got me a camera for Christmas.
What camera was that?
It was a Fujifilm A500, and years later I read a review on it, and it got like 2 stars. It was called like a bargain bin waste of time, and I was like, dude, you know how much I learned with that bargain bin waste of time? Because it had like this lag, so you'd press the shutter and it would like wait 2 seconds and then it'd take the photo.
Oh,
that taught me so much about timing and like all that sort of stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you still have it?
I don't have it, but it's one of those where I bought it off eBay years later for like £2.50.
Yeah.
just for the nostalgia. It's in a drawer somewhere.
From the bargain basement, $2.50.
Exactly.
And what do you use now?
I use the 12 Pro mainly.
Yep.
I've got a
Yep.
Sony A7 III, but I don't use
Yep.
it for photography. It just films me on YouTube.
Yeah, just for the YouTube stuff. Do
Yeah.
you only use the one camera for the YouTube stuff?
Yeah.
Yep. So you're just running with those two, really? Like the camera that you're probably watching. Or is it a webcam that you're using now?
This is my MacBook Pro webcam.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know
Yep.
anything about how to set up a camera to it. Maybe you can show me how to do that.
Yeah, the one that I'm using here is the Sony ZV-1, and it's obviously got good depth of field and stuff. The best thing I like about this is I could show you things like that, and it will just automatically focus like that, and it's sensational for when I want to say, hey, I'm using this new filter holder here, and people
Dude,
can just see
showing
it.
off, man. Look at my new iPhone, guys. Look at it focusing on.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Just the exposure as well for me. Just exposure. Look at that exposure in the background. Look at that.
It's amazing. So you iPhone 12 Pro you're using?
Yeah, I should have got the Max.
I don't know if you should have. I like the Max because look, I'll show you.
Yeah, whatever.
I like the Max because my eyes are just buggered. If I'm out there taking photos at night, I can still see it because I'm basically looking at like a billboard to tell me what's going on. It's what the case that you've got on there. Is that a Moment case? Is it?
Yeah, it's I've been rocking the Ulanzi case, not the Ulanzi, Husky Vision for a while, but now I've switched to this Moment one because one of my subscribers has sent me a couple of Moment lenses very kindly, and cool. I couldn't use them because he sent me a 10R case. Yep. So I had to buy this and to get it shipped to the UK. Moment, I don't know what's going on with them, but to get like their stuff in the UK is really difficult. I don't know how it is in Australia.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't have anything. Well, my family member has some Moment stuff, and that didn't seem to be an issue at all. She ordered it and it was there within a week. So from the US.
I suppose I'm used to the Amazon sort of. You click it and it turns up the next day. Having to wait a week and pay $15 tax and shipping. I'm like, what is this? Don't they know who I am? Gosh darn it.
I'm a YouTuber. Send me it quickly.
So, my email says David Addison, right? Because just like
well, you can't misunderstand who I am.
That is so not who I am, really. I hope people know I'm just joking.
No. We had a conversation before here, and that's not the guy that he is. For anyone who's thinking this guy's an ass, he's just not. Where I live here, if I order anything from basically anywhere, you're going to wait a week. It could be from Melbourne, like 3 or 4 hours drive away, and you're going to wait a week. It just takes forever to get here. I've ordered stuff from the US, and you watch it, you track it online, and you go, oh, it's left. I don't know, say Wisconsin, and it's now like it's taken a day to get from Wisconsin to LA. It's taken another day to get to LA to Melbourne, and then it's taken 10 days to get 3 hours away to me. It's just the way it works. It's a pain. Yes.
You appreciate it more when it gets there, though, don't you?
Absolutely. The anticipation, just watching it going, it's come all the way around the world, now it's stopped just down there. I'm just going to wait.
When I got this MacBook Pro that I'm speaking to you on now, it come from Hong Kong when it first come out. And I was watching it and I was like, it's landed in Frankfurt in Germany. It's so close. But then it went back to Hong Kong. I'm like, no, the way, guys. What are you doing? Dude, I was fuming. I was like, hello. David Addison here. I had like 1,000 subscribers at the time.
Don't you know who I am?
I need to be one of those early release review models, man. What's going on?
I'll show it on my channel.
Yeah.
Someone will see it. We're going to better read some of these comments because people are actually talking to us while we're GBM and lockdown means no outing this morning.
Said, hey, David.
Hey, David, Greg. Oh, you can see these two. Yep, cool.
I feel special.
You should. More people need to say, hey, David. Shane, thank you for all the tips at night photography. S21 Ultra, live in New England. Lots of light pollution. Still learning. Just drive around a bit, mate. Have a look on that lightpollutionmap.info and you'll find a place that's close enough. It's not too far to travel. New England, I think you'd be able to get somewhere out there to get some good photos. That looks good, Dave. Need a PO. Need a PO box in Melbourne. No, you see, the reason that it sits there, Scott, is that it sits there in customs. And maybe they think because I live in the middle of nowhere, there's something else in there. I don't know. But it sits there for bloody ages.
You do look dodgy, though. I
do look dodgy. We're not wearing a hat, a skinhead and everything else, you know. Yeah, that looks good now.
It's better, isn't it?
Yeah. We were talking about lighting before.
Might hold it here, just permanently.
I can see the barn doors. So we've already talking about your phone, already spoken about your phone. YouTube. So when did you start YouTube, and tell us about your channel?
YouTube. I started YouTube technically like 2014, but I didn't upload anything. It was just like whenever the mood took me, pop out a YouTube video. And to my surprise, people were like subscribing. I managed to amass 72 subscribers in like 5 years. And then, yeah, don't you know who I am? God damn. And what was it? And then the lockdown, don't mention the lockdown. The lockdown happened in March 2020. And 1 minute I was like, I had a team of like 17 people working for me at Sea Life in Manchester. And the next minute I was like at home, like with nothing to do. And I felt so like powerless, so helpless. I was like, I can't, this isn't happening again. I need to do something about this. So I started uploading YouTube videos. I bought this little Apexel 2x telephoto lens. And I hated it so much. I thought I thought I would review it.
They didn't know who you were when you bought that, did they?
What was it? And and then I'll never forget, dude, I got 20 views in 3 days. Ooh. And I was like, my God, it's happening. I'm blowing up, because I was used to getting like 1 view and that was me. And I'm like, this is 19 more views than I was expecting. I didn't watch that 19 times. Exactly. I might make another one of these. So I did. I made a Ulanzi 2x telephoto, and and then it just went from there, really. Yep.
I think I actually that's probably when I first saw your channel, was when that Ulanzi the Versus video you would have done way back in the beginning with the Ulanzi one, and then you did a moment one. And I reckon that's when I started kicking off with trying to do the night stuff with the phones and trying to find something that was a long exposure, because it was with the would have been the iPhone 11 then, which has night mode, and it wasn't anything really compared to what I was shooting with my DSLR. And I was looking for other apps and stuff to try and push out that 30 seconds up to 30 seconds to try and capture those stars. And I think if it wasn't Ulanzi, it probably was the moment one, because you had a really, really good moment. Had a good moment with moment. See what I did there?
I do, when I chose to ignore it.
Oh, come on. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. You've got to give me something.
You've got to earn your lols, man.
Yeah, so that's when I first saw it. And I reckon I actually went and got the app because of watching that video. And then I went and shot a few videos with the Moment app as well. So
I hate that Moment video that I made.
Everyone hates some videos.
It's my most viewed video, and it's consistently my most viewed video, even now, every week, every day. And I'm like, if I watch it, I've got long lockdown hair, and I'm talking in that early stages of YouTube, sort of very slow, nervous cadence. And I'm like, I've made a 2021 update, guys. Watch that one. But no, they all flocked to the old one. I'm like, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I did the same thing with the iPhone 11 one. It's the very first video I did. I uploaded it, and I look back at it now. I go, man, that's a freaking terrible video. But it's got like, I don't know what it is now. It's probably 70-odd thousand views or something. And I've made updates of it, and I've put little cards there. Go, there's a better video.
Yeah, so
no one cares.
I know.
No one cares that you've done something better. I want to watch that old stuff. Yeah.
I know, it's
back
weird.
Before people knew who you were.
Yeah, but hey, moment, I don't know what it is for you if you want to even talk about it, but moment for me, it's what people, like most people come to my channel having searched for moment.
Yep.
It's like top of everything. Like people discover you from moment, people are staying for moment, people want to see moment. So I'm like, moment it is then, you know?
Yeah. If that's what's running for you, that's what's running for you. I've only done probably not even half a dozen videos with moment. I found that it wasn't as good for what I do, because it's not designed to do what I do, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't think, and pretty much anything that I do here isn't designed to do what I do with it. But sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That's the nature of it. So for people who have been watching you from the beginning, you changed your name. You should explain that.
Of course, I was Pisicu Mau, which means my cat in Romanian. That's my wife's nickname for me, because she's Romanian. And then I was like, I think it was like October, and I was like, because I wanted to go with Pisicu Mau because it was, I could then take a step back. I could grow the channel and then take a step back and have other hosts and kind of like, I think Linus Tech Tips does it. It's not just him, it's other hosts and stuff. Then I was like, no, you know what? Let's make this more personal. It's me on the videos. I make the videos. I write them. I film them. I do everything.
Yep.
I may as well just use my damn real name. So
yeah,
David
I remember when you changed it on your subscriber bar on the side of when you go and look on YouTube and you see if any of the people that you subscribe to have launched anything new. And the first time I saw it was David. Who the hell is David Addison?
Dude, do you not know who I am? You're worse than Apple.
As soon as I said that, I knew you were going to say.
Dude, you set me up.
This is what it's resorted to now. We've gone down here. So, as far as your YouTube journey goes, what's the best thing, and I suppose what's the worst thing that you've encountered? I guess, like your highs and lows, or your ups or your downs, sort of thing. You want to speak on any of that?
Yeah, sure, man. The best thing is when someone reaches out to me with a comment or an email saying, I've just got into mobile photography, discovered your videos. This video was so helpful. I discovered this, and I just love that. That's why I do the type of videos that I do, to help people. Like I said, when you said make the introduction, I help people make the photos they want to make. And yeah, so that's a big high for me. I never get tired of that. Awesome. Best is to do it in person. I used to do it in person, and I miss that. I used to do it on cruise ships, give photography lessons on cruise ships, and people would come up to me and be like, David, guess what? I incorporated that thing that you said, and look what my photo looks like now. And they'd be so excited, and I'd be so excited, and it would make my day. It's so...
Absolutely get that. Yeah. Before I started this, I've run photography workshops for years now. And a few years ago, my wife said, when because I live in a small town, I was teaching like proper photography with proper cameras and stuff. I shouldn't say that, but just photography with cameras. And pretty much anyone who was in and around town who was remotely inclined to do it had done it. And my wife said to me, you need to teach people to take photos with your phone. And I was like, that's just ridiculous. Who's going to do that? And all over social media and stuff, and I'd see people in town say, Shane, I did what you did, and we did this with the kids, and it was amazing. We took it away on the same thing, man. I love it. And now with the platform that we have, you can see it in the comments. You see it when people like send you Instagram messages and stuff. It's just awesome. I really like that. Yeah,
definitely.
And
so, sorry, just a low. I don't know really. You know what really grinds my gears, and I won't mention this anywhere else, just because it won't give them that satisfaction.
You know, we're like live on the internet, right?
Yeah, but they're not watching this. And
But they know who I am, I'm telling you.
Dude, I'll tell you something now why they're not watching it, and it'll make sense in about 15 seconds. Your intro was too long. That's how I know they're not watching it. And it's that bloody comment. You know, I spend sometimes months on one YouTube video, and so much work goes into it. And because I had at the time a 15-second intro, that would be the comment. Dude, your intro's too long. I'm like, you know, I'm like, really? Really? Are you that entitled?
Yeah.
That you
can't
get
it. Absolutely. Yeah.
That really makes that really grinds my gears. So but I'm never saying that again.
I have I guarantee you this person's not watching this video. This morning I was checking my comments and he said, "You talk too much." Well, all I'm doing now is talking. Really? And I'm thinking, the stuff that I teach on my channel, how could I do it without talking? And I thought, that'll be an interesting video. So one day I might just make a video, find all the negative comments. I'll make a 5-minute intro. And then
I was thinking of doing the same thing, but you know, to respond, it validates them, and I don't want to validate them because it's really not like it doesn't. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it is funny just to take the mick out of them.
When I first started, someone said, I can't remember what it was, but it was something that I thought, really, is that all you've got to go on? And I clicked on their thing and the username, and I went and had a look, and they've got a channel, and it's just like 4 videos there from 7 years ago or something. And I replied and I said, well, you know, thanks for your input. And I had a look at your channel and I didn't see that you did it any better. Crickets. Then I thought there's no point arguing with people on the internet. It just doesn't work.
Oh, no. You've got so much better things to do than speaking to people on the internet.
Yeah. So when it comes, because your channel's really a lot about apps and reviewing apps and really pulling them apart and testing them and stuff. What would you say your top 3 apps would be right now?
Even longer, I use every day. I use an app called Skyflow all the time as well, which is a time-lapse app that I've not reviewed yet.
Hold on, I was going to write that down so I can do a video.
No, you dare. I know where you live, man. It'll take me 2 weeks to get there, but
you'll be stuck in customs for 10 days.
I know, yeah. What else? Just whichever app I'm reviewing. So I'm working, my next camera app review will be Camera Pixels. It's another camera app. It's the worst name in the world, but it's actually a really good camera app.
Okay.
But apps that are mainstays that I don't ever remove, regardless of what I'm reviewing, that'd be Darkroom, Beastcam. That's that's about it, really. Darkroom and Beastcam are my 2. They do not move.
Yep. So Beastcam over like Halide or Procam?
Well, Beastcam is just for videos. Yeah.
Do you shoot much video besides your YouTube stuff?
Not on my phone, no. But I really do want to start doing less sort of scripted, highly intricate, detailed stuff, and more. Hi guys, I'm in Excellent today. Sort of stuff. That'd be with the phone. But I don't think my audience want that sort of thing. That would be second channel. You know what I mean? Because I tried once to do an unscripted video and people hated it. People were like, Dave, I like you, but don't do this again, mate. We want the detail.
Well, that's what you're known for, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I kind of like, if I look at an app, I'll go, is it going to do what I want it to do with what I do on the channel? And if it doesn't, I don't care. It's just the way it is. And people have actually commented in some of the videos where I've gone, this is how you do this, like take these photos of these stars with this app. I want to know how to do this. We'll go and look at this guy's channel because he'll tell you how to do it. It's not what I do. And it just, to me, it just makes sense that that's what you do.
Yeah. No, but like I watch myself and sometimes I'm too, it's not me. It's I would never make that. Do you know who I am joke on my YouTube channel? You know, it's
right.
I'm very scripted, very detail orientated.
Yep. And that's where your following is, mate. So I think that's where you got to stay, I guess. That's where your line is, your lane.
Stay in my lane. I know. So I'm definitely David Addison Vlogs YouTube channel. Definitely want to start that up because I don't know. Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah, I toy with the idea of because I'm doing 2 a week. It's like full on busy, and then I think I'm going to start doing some videos about shooting video. And I think, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Is it because the channel's all about photography, really about night photography? Is it going to work? And some videos teaching video stuff kicks off, and others just don't. So I don't know what the solution is. I think you have a pretty like loyal following, and they'll watch pretty much anything, and other people will come along to want to know that one thing that you do, that one thing that they're searching for, and hit subscribe and never watch another video again. So I'm not sure what the solution is. I
know, but you're like the Shane I see now is the Shane who is in your videos. It's
absolutely
me, how I am now is not how I am in my videos, and it does bug me. So I am trying to be more detailed but personality at the same time, and try and find the perfect match.
Yep. I would definitely, if you listen to podcasts, I would definitely listen to Dusty Porter's TubeBuddy, what's it called? YouTube Creators Hub, I think it's called, and the vidIQ one. Both of those talk about what we're talking about right now. And I'm not saying you're not being genuine. I'm not saying that at all. But bring as much into that as you can, because then it doesn't seem like you're working so hard. When I'm out there just doing what I do, filming videos, it's just me. I spend more time taking out of my edits the stuff that's me, like usually swearing when I drop something or something. But I'll the bloody thing, like the bloody legends that came about as a replacement for swearing. I'm ex-army. I live in the bush. I deal with cattle. I swear. It's just the way it is. And with the YouTube stuff, I try not to swear as much as I possibly can, and bloody just came into it. So bloody here, some people will say, "Oh, that's a swear word." Well, it's even the Australian government used it for an advertising campaign for tourism. It was called "Where the bloody hell are you?" So I use bloody. And then one day someone went, when I said, "Oh, if you've subscribed to this channel, you're a legend," and then someone said, "Don't you mean bloody legend?" And that was born. It was just worked. So I try and bring as much as me into it as I can. Let's have a look at these comments.
Hey, I see Mario is here.
He said he was going to be here. I was hoping he'd stick his hand up and say hello. Yes. Even longer, I would have said the same thing. What would you have said? Ralph Mayhew was asked about what the best app for Star Trails are. You can't say that yet, because it's not there yet.
Yeah, dude, it's still in beta, man.
Yeah. I wasn't going to even say that it was out there, but you did.
I think we've got an inside scoop on the Shane Austin Bloody Legends live stream.
That's right.
What should I say? You bloody... No, never move. No, don't even... You did go there.
You did the accent. You tried to do the accent. The other thing worse than an American trying to do an Australian accent is an Englishman trying to do the Australian accent.
I reckon I could. No, I reckon with practice I could. I'm going to mute myself now and just practice for a minute.
He really is. He really is practicing.
I can't do that enough. I sound cockney. I
thought you were going to mute yourself again and do it again.
I will try, but I won't mute myself. When I used to work at Sea Life, I used to shout guests over in an Australian accent just for fun. And I got it down, but I haven't done it in a few years now. Would it be like, your photo ID, guys? Bring your photo ID. I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right.
That's all right. I know Ralph Mayhew was just laughing. He is actually. I just saw the comment. He's laughing.
That's cool.
That's what Ralph said. That's funny.
Well, now it's your turn, dude. Do you do a Mancunian accent?
Oh no, the difference is I know I suck at it.
Dude, come on. Ooh, hello.
It's with the light. It was like an evil light just then.
Yeah, bloody ripper. Oh no.
You bloody ripper.
Did I not mute myself there?
So what are we going to do here? We're going to look at some photos. Hold on, just let me get this up. I'll bring this over here, and I'll screen share. Sorry, guys, we did something at the last minute, and we said, where can we find some photos? And we went on Instagram. So that's what we'll do.
Do a Yorkshire accent.
There we go.
Yorkshire accent. Oh, how do you do a Yorkshire accent? Sorry, I'm reading your comment.
You reading my comment?
Sorry, not your comment. One of the guys, Devo, has commented.
Oh, down there. Right, gotcha.
Do a Yorkshire accent. I'm like, huh. Yorkshire. How do you... Never mind.
I think he's actually from there. Is that right, Devo? I'm pretty sure you are. Devo is one of the he is the admin on our Facebook page. Right. I just set the page up and he went, "Hey, would you like some help?" I'm like, "Dude, go for it."
Nice one.
It was like if I don't need to do too much, I'm really happy that he's done. I'm pretty sure he's from there. Someone said to me the other day when I put a post there that you were coming on this show, they said, "Oh, he takes photos in my hometown," or something like that. And I've got a feeling it was him. Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, cool. All right, let's have a look at some of these photos. So we're looking at Instagram here, guys. We'll see if I can get that even bigger, a little bit bigger. Not much of a difference. We'll have a look at basically, I think the last two. We'll look at one with even longer and look at another one with something else. So do you want to talk about this photo, mate?
There's not much to say. It's about it's a 2-minute exposure because the clouds were moving really bloody fast. So no need for a very long exposure, and just the way the water was bouncing off. Sorry, the way the light was bouncing off the water was just gorgeous. And
yeah,
I can't see this sort of stuff in Manchester, so I was like, I'm not missing that. And this was taken. You'll see in my next video, I had a Joby Gorilla Pod. Actually, this very Joby Gorilla Pod. I wrapped it around a handrail, and it kept the phone still for 2 minutes while I took the photo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then edited it in darkroom, whacked it on Instagram, and
done.
That's it. Done, man.
There's 2 photos here, is it?
That's just there we go. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
No need to watch his video now.
Shut up, man. Proof.
Well, that's obviously an even longer photo there as well.
Yeah.
It's a ripper app, isn't it? I absolutely love it. It's
I love it, man.
Yeah, with all because pretty much what I do here is long exposure. That's pretty much all I do.
Yeah.
Whether it's at nighttime or during the day, but mostly at nighttime. And we'll hopefully have some really cool stuff to show you soon. But the detail that this app gets is just mind blowing for a phone. Yeah, really, really impressed by it.
Dude, I don't know how Mario has done what he's done. He won't mind me saying, like, when I was going to review my video, I like to review his app. I put in so much detail into these reviews. I was like, I don't want to get anything wrong. I don't want to make any mistakes. I'm going to phone Mario. So I phoned him. We spoke for an hour, and the work that this guy has done and how he's done it, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Mm. When before I was into mobile photography, I did a trip to New Zealand back when we could like hop on a plane and go places, and I basically went around the South Island just taking long exposure photos, like 15, 20-minute photos with NISI filters, not the ND filters, and the detail you get out of that and then I look at this photo that we're looking at here on your Instagram channel, and I think the difference is nothing. Like that. That's amazing to me. You've got a polarizer on it, have you?
No, that's that's a Moment 18mm wide angle lens, because I hate the ultra wide on the 12 Pro. And yeah, that's just how the water turned out. Just one of those things.
Yeah, I look at the rocks in the foreground there, and because it's waved. So at some point there was no water on those rocks, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because it looks like, with that in mind, it looks like it's a polarizer there because you can see through that water. The waves is the reason. Yeah.
No, good point. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I quite like that. I'll go and look at another photo, mate. So
I need to get a polarizer.
Well, I just did. I did a video with Sandmark sent me some. Hold on, you ready for them?
No, you're really showing off.
And it's a kit of 3 ND filters, and they're polarizing ND filters, and I was pretty impressed with it. It's again, we were locked down, so I couldn't really go anywhere. But I just did a quick sneaky bit of exercise in my car with my tripod and cameras, and went down out of the bush to this a bridge and took some photos of this. The sky was pretty much doing what yours is doing there. Yeah. And it's amazing what these things can do. It's a pretty impressive polarizers. We'll have a look at something else. That's a lot even longer. I'm just going to scroll down here until we find something. How old are these photos, mate?
I can't remember.
You can't remember? Is it? It's two. You've been. There you go. We'll go with this one. Oh, it's a slow shutter cam. We're just talking about
of a photo.
A photo of a photo. It's kind of like an Inception thing.
Yeah, that's slow shutter cam. Yeah, the photo that it was capturing is, I think, the previous post with the tram on the left-hand side. Go down. That one. That's the one that it was capturing.
Ah. Yeah, cool.
That was for my slow shutter cam review.
Have you done a photo like that with even longer?
No, I have not.
Something that's moving that quick?
No. Have I? See, Mario has just released an update where it captures more frames per second, but I think back when I took that, it couldn't capture frames fast enough, especially in RAW. Maybe it could have in JPEG. Okay,
sure. Yep. Let's have a read through this. I was thinking, Ralph was thinking polarizer as well with that photo. It definitely looks like a polarizer. It's a bloody good photo. I really like that.
Thanks, dude.
The Moondog Labs filter holder. There you go. So Carl Webb, has that got a Moon Labs? Moon Labs have got polarizers. I'm almost certain about that.
Moondog Labs filter holder is great with the Moment case. Oh, okay.
Just so that people see what we're actually talking about there.
Unless I get sent something for free, I ain't using it. I'm just not. If someone's just joined, they're gonna think I'm a right arsehole.
We have on this channel here, we've got a lot of S21 Ultra users.
Right.
It's a fantastic camera. I don't know if you've used it yet, but it's just incredible. It's a shame it's on an Android, that's all. I kind of laugh every time I hear or read something like that. Sorry, Scott. That's just funny. Mario, you're seeing that? You need to see that. I think if
no, Mario, don't do it, man.
What's that?
Don't do it. Making apps for Android is like a bottomless pit.
Well, I think if you were going to do it, you'd have to do it just for one camera, because
you have to pick a phone and just that one.
That phone. That's it.
Yeah.
You want to do this? It's on that phone only.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cuts me deep. You'll be all right, mate. Who are we talking about here? Light pollution is relatively low. Mission. Jason, have a look on that on the website, lightpollutionmap.info. Just have a look on there. You'll find a place. It's a very, very good tool for finding locations wherever you are, wherever you're going, with minimal light pollution. definitely worth doing that. So there's a couple of I'll just get rid of that, so it's just us again. There's a couple of phones that are coming out. All I don't know if you guys have seen any sort of news on the different phones that are coming out. So there's really three sort of kick-ass phones that are coming out in the next few months. Obviously, the iPhone 13 or whatever it's going to be called. Will you be up doing that one? Will you be jumping onto that?
I think I've got to for my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same, mate. I look at my numbers when I do something new. When the 12 came, I was like, do it. I wasn't going to do it. Like my logical brain went, it's from an iPhone 11 to that. Was it worth doing? Probably not. And then went, look at what the channel's doing and look at what the photos that I do on this channel. And this was a big upgrade, and it does the job so much better than the iPhone 11 for what I do. And then that bloody thing came out. As the S21 came out, and everyone was like, "You're going to do that?" I was like, it's like nearly $2,000, man. And,
I know.
It's the first video I did with that is probably the best video I've had on the channel. It's had well over 200,000 views now, just on taking astro photos with that. And I used this phone for probably 4 months as my like day-to-day carry sort of phone, and just because I'm in an Apple environment, getting the photos off that onto this was just
No.
Yeah, I had long flowing locks before I bought a Samsung. and then someone said, you need to try the Google Pixel. Google Pixel. And it just goes on and on and on. But from the financial point of view, the videos slowly pay for those devices, you know. It's only all the peripherals that I go, I don't want to go and buy that lens. And then companies send it to you so you can make that content. That's okay. And then earlier this year, the first 1-inch sensor was supposed to come out on the phones, which for astrophotography would be amazing. And that was meant to be the Huawei P50 Pro, and that was meant to come out in March. And then it didn't. And then sanctions went, you can't have that processor now and you can't have that sensor now. So I was really excited to get it, and I don't think I'll be getting it now. It's the P40 Pro. I take photos with that on this channel, and in my humblest of opinion, and I'm not sure who's in there watching, he's not there by the look of it. There's one fellow that's in our Facebook group there. He takes photos all the time with his P30 Pro, and he's just a magnificent photographer. And it was kind of like the tipping edge for me to go and get the P40 Pro as well. And it's just amazing. What it does for nighttime stuff is just ridiculous. But it's amazing, mate. It's all these, like the main sensor on that is a lower aperture than the wider, the ultra wide, and the same thing can be said with the Samsung. Like the main camera is a lower aperture than the ultra wide, and for astrophotography, you want to use that ultra wide to capture as much of that Milky Way as you possibly can in the one shot without doing panoramas and stuff. But the photos that I'm getting out of the P40 Pro at ultra wide, it's as good, I think, as what the S21 is in the regular camera. It's bloody ridiculous. It's really, really impressive. But all the reports that are coming out at the moment are saying that the P50 Pro is not going. There's sanctions because of the Chinese American thing. Their processors aren't being released, and which is why they're being delayed. And they found some other solution. So then I look at that and I go, I'll just put that there. And no, it's almost an inside joke here, David. I'll just, while I'm talking here, I'll find this message and I'll show you. But because they've put these restrictions on there, I look at it and go, and what they designed it to be and what they're coming out with wasn't necessarily the same. It's not necessarily the same thing, and it probably isn't the same thing because of these sanctions. So I go, do I want to buy something that's subpar when I've got something here that works really, really well. So possibly not. I'm just going to find this message that I got, because I couldn't pronounce this fellow's name, and I said it wrong all the time.
Right.
Oh.
Petrika. That's how you say it. Petrika.
So he sent me a message through Facebook and said, "This is how you say my name." So yes, Scott, we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. I just had a remove. I just had a little message pop up saying that we may not be able to be skipped to sending it to Facebook at the moment. It might have crapped itself.
Oh yeah.
Greg saw where he was going with that. Pixel 5a is supposed to drop this month, but probably only in the US and Japan. Yeah, I think it is this month. We'll see. I don't know if I'll get the 5a. I think the Pixel 6, not necessarily the Pro. I think the camera looks amazing. And the difference between the 6 and the 6 Pro with the main camera is the same camera. The Pro's just got the telephoto thing, and it doesn't interest me that much. We've done a few videos with the zoom, the ultra zoom and stuff on the S21 with the moon photos and stuff like that. But you've done it. There's no point upgrading a phone for me to do a video on the ultra zoom, just for the sake of a moon photo. We know how to do that now.
I've been thinking about these phones and stuff, and I'm like, I'm looking at the form factor, and I'm thinking, like, unless you want to make your sensor huge, and then when you do that, you have to make your lens huge to match it.
Yep.
Like, a lot of us, we will like that, but 99% of iPhone users won't like that. So
Yeah,
it's
right.
all going to have to come from software. So
Yep.
I don't know. Do you think we've hit sort of a limit, unless they want to make the sensor a little bit bigger and the lens is a bit bigger?
Well, they have. There's a Dave 2D, I think his channel name is. He's a fairly big YouTuber. He gets a lot of inside leaks and stuff, and he's done up some models based on these drawings, these tech drawings and stuff. And the the camera module on the 13, if it's going to be called the 13, when you compare it to this, it's probably about 30% bigger. Like the actual lenses look 30% bigger, and then you can't. It's still in the same configuration, like the triangle sort of thing, and that there, I think, once you get to the point of having that many or that big, you can't really. It doesn't look like an iPhone anymore. If it gets much bigger than that, it starts to look like the modeling that I've seen on the Huawei P50, where it's got like one lens is like the size of that, and then there's another one underneath it. It's just massive, and you go. There's a point where you go, I'm going to scratch the bejesus out of my lenses, and it's not going to work, you know.
Yeah, when you're only selling to us, essentially, like not many people. A lot of people are happy with. They want the phone to do all the work, don't they? Yeah,
that's right. That's right, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you wanted to, and I say this to some people on the channel, like, and they say, "Oh, you need to be able to adjust this and this and this." Well, go and buy a camera, man. If you want to do all that, go and buy a DSLR. That's what they're for. Exactly. The whole point of what I do here is you've already got one of these. This is how you can do this with that. That's how I think of it anyway.
That's true.
And so the iPhones normally drop, and Greg might be able to weigh in on this. I think it's normally September, October. So that'll be in the next month and a bit anyway. Greg's, I don't know if you know who Greg is, David. He has a podcast, iPhoneography podcast. He's a very knowledgeable fellow on the iPhone cameras. Camera around the iPhone 13 is going to be bigger because they're giving all three. That's why. That makes sense.
Sorry, I read really slow. I need I need a second to read
You're
that. Because they're giving all three. Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I don't know if I want stabilization too much. I don't know how much I use it, really, to be honest. I mean, I genuinely don't know. when it's on, unless I'm doing video.
Yeah, that's right. And I think with the way that people are using social media and stuff now with TikTok and with iPhone, Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts and stuff, I think that short form content from a phone is probably where this is aimed at, I would say.
Do TikTok videos need IBS?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
No. Oh, well, I kind of am. I'm kind of saying that they are video form content, which is why they would want that, I guess.
I'm not being facetious. I genuinely don't know. I'm a hermit. Seriously, I don't know anything about TikTok.
Video content is rarely good. It's I think TikTok content is generally made for goldfish, like people with a really short attention span, because the videos are really short.
Okay,
like YouTube Shorts. What's that? Sorry.
Not my audience then.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Like the IBS would probably help with like handheld night mode photos, but other than that, I can't see much of a benefit for us. And what I'm just thinking,
make a phone just for me. Gosh darn it!
Yeah, they should know who you are by now.
Don't they know? Jesus. David, if you have the 12 Pro Max, you might see the difference. I can shoot. Well, I don't have the 12 Pro Max. Why are you rubbing it in? I'm just joking.
Yeah, and he's right. There's the very first video I did with the iPhone 12 Pro, you could definitely see it in the video quality between the two. You definitely see it. But going back to what I was saying with the short form content of TikTok and Reels and stuff, it's pretty tacky. Yeah, it's one of these things that, when you might be bored one day and you go, I'm going to look on YouTube, and you want to know how to, I don't know, how to get I don't know, how to make a cup out of pottery, and 2 hours later you're learning how to rebuild the engine on an F-14 Tomcat jet fighter, and you go, how did I get here? TikTok is very much like that.
Oh, okay.
You can spend bloody ages on it, and you go, whoa, I just wasted like an hour and learned nothing, and I feel drained. So
you're not a better person for going down the rabbit hole? No. Okay.
No. Well, okay. I don't think so. I'm sure that the people who use it think that's great. There's a couple of big YouTubers who got big from TikTok, like the Icelandic guy. I don't know if you know who he is. I'm
a hermit. I seriously am.
I don't know
who anyone is.
He's got a fairly big YouTube channel. He's an Icelandic guy, and he just teaches photography, and he does it pretty well. And he blew up pretty big on TikTok. He's got like 50 million followers on TikTok. And he's slowly bringing them over to the longer form content. And he's done a few videos how it's so hard to bring the audience who is used to you doing short form content, like I'm talking 60 seconds or less, and bringing them over and trying to teach them something like what we do on ours, where it goes for 5, 10, 20 minutes, and yours are some really, really long videos too. Like they just don't have the attention span to do that. So it's a different audience.
Speaking of that, I got a funny comment recently. I don't know if the guy was joking, but it was my Halide Mark II tutorial. It goes for about 29 minutes. And he said, God, the comment was so boring. I fell asleep watching this after 19 minutes. I'm like, is that meant to be an insult? You watched my video for 19 minutes? Thanks a lot, dude. If everyone just did that.
And he commented.
Yeah. I
love that. When I see, for those who don't know, like YouTube just loves interaction. So when people comment or hit the like button or even dislike button, YouTube sees that as someone is interested enough to interact with it, and they'll keep it going. They'll keep pushing it out there. So when someone says, your video sucked, I'm like, yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, nice one, man.
Yeah. With probably the most controversial thing I've done on my channel was say this is the S21. When I opened up the box, I went, yeah, it looks good, but that's ugly. Like the camera bump is ugly. And what I meant by it, and I probably didn't say it very well in the video, but this is like a full-on rectangle, right? And yet the lenses don't line up. It's like you made it like a proper shape, but then you didn't line up the lenses. And I was like, that's just ugly. And the amount of comments of, oh, it's not bloody ugly. What are you doing, iPhone? Yeah. I thought, just keep going, man, because the algorithm is loving that.
I might start doing that. Start throwing out things that I know is going to piss people off.
Well, I didn't think it was going to piss people off, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was just giving my honest opinion. That's what I do. I was like, yeah, it's great, but it's ugly. But, oh, man, you look through the comments on that. It is just like, oh, it's like full-on roast session sometimes. And I was like, keep going.
And does YouTube know if you reply and then they reply? Is it taking all that into account?
Yeah.
So I should start stoking the fire then, shouldn't I? Instead of just ignoring these people, I should just be like, tell me more. How should I remedy this, please?
I don't ever go back to them and say, no, I think it's great. I just like, thanks, man. With the YouTube, I've got TubeBuddy. I don't know if you watch TubeBuddy or use TubeBuddy, I should say. It's a tool for YouTube. It basically gives you some insights of where things are dropping off in your videos, and so it gives you an indication of what people like. And it's got some pretty cool like search engine optimization tools and stuff. And one of the things that it does is it gives you you can make a heap of like quick responses. So when people say, hey, great video, you don't need to sit there and say thanks for watching or something like that. I'll just have like a click, does it, click, does it sort of thing. And so when people are like, it doesn't look bloody horrible, it looks like a great phone, like, thanks mate for watching or something like that. So yeah, it works.
That's a good thing. Yeah,
it's a very good thing, mate. It's if you don't use it, definitely give it a go. It helped me immensely. If I think, oh, I'm going to do this video on this topic, I will punch those keywords into this tool and it'll tell you if people are looking for it or not. It'll tell you how well you can optimize that video. So as you know, there's a lot of research that goes into all the videos that you do. And the research that I do is mainly around, is the algorithm going to like it? And if it doesn't, but if it's still a good enough video that I think that the community would like it, I'll still do it. But if it's a video that I think, oh, it's borderline. So when a company says, hey, we've got this new, a donsulator that works well with phones, we'd like you to review it on your channel. I'll go, okay, how good is that? I don't even know what it is. I'll go and see how good it searches. And if it searches well, then I'll go and research it and go, like there was a guy who wanted me to do a video on his adapter for his telescope for DSLRs. And it's like, that doesn't fit the channel, dude. No one wants to see that.
Dude, you must get a lot more than I do because you've got a lot more subscribers than I've got. But some of the emails I get, man, they're so funny. It's like, hello, YouTuber, delete. Like, if you don't even know my name, then
don't you know who I am?
Sorry. Yeah, come on, man.
I'm gonna use that all the time now.
What was the other one? I'm so paranoid about that though. Like I will ignore someone on purpose, even if I like what they're telling me. I'll ignore them on purpose. And if they send me a follow-up email, I'll respond to the follow-up because I know they're serious then. Yep. So,
exactly.
I'm so suspicious, of emails and links and stuff, and clicking on something. I just won't do it, even if it's like, if it checks out 100%. I'm like, not sure about that. Here's
my phone number. Call me.
Yeah,
I want to speak to a person.
Exactly.
I'll just share this screen because what we normally do at this point, because we're not far from being done, is go through some photos on the Bloody Legends page.
Oh, let's see them. I'm not on Facebook.
You're like a hermit, mate.
I am. And I like it. I love it.
I was going to say, you're kind of living the dream.
Yeah, it is. It's. I need to get better though at being more active and stuff.
Well, I actually got about 2 weeks ago. My Facebook account got hacked, and it was like oh, how good's this? You don't see all the crap that's going on. And the only thing that I really missed was this page.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, the community is going to, I want to see what they're doing and what sort of photos they're pushing out. And luckily, I've got one of the guys who's probably watching at the moment. He's an admin on this page, and I end up creating another account and say, hey, dude, just add me in this. I just want to see what people are doing. Luckily, I got the Facebook thing back because all my other businesses are on this as well. So it was kind of like, ooh, do I want to or don't I?
God, I bet your heart sank when you saw that happened.
Well, it was a case of I thought that because I'm pretty security conscious around most things, and when it happened, they actually turned on 2-factor authentication, so I couldn't get the freaking thing back. And I thought, how do they do that? I would have sworn I had that on there, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I finally got it back. I just sent them off, like you send off like forms of ID and stuff to say who you are, and I've got it back, obviously, because we're looking at it now.
I wondered how you got the account back. That's so you send them stuff.
Yeah. We'll have a look at this one because he might still be in here. He might have gone, these two guys are talking too much, and I'm just going to get out of here. But this is mainly for Scott because I know that he loves that the iPhones have awesome apps available all the time, and he's got an S21. But yeah, so
that's a great photo, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's awesome. It's obviously taken before sunset, when probably just prior to the blue hour with that bit of orange on the horizon there, bit of light on that building. I don't know. It's just sensational. Looking at how long they are, possibly a less than 40 minutes, I'd say, with that photo, maybe. Oh, it actually says there 40 minutes. There you go. Use these. It works better. But for those who have got even longer, this will be coming soon. There's testing happening at the moment. I'm lucky enough to get it, and we've been pretty cloudy at the moment, so I can't do too much testing with it. But hopefully I'll get out there again tonight and get some more photos. This is a bloody good photo, I think. You feel free to say anything you want to here, mate. You're a photographer. You take good photos. We've just seen that. So if you think there's anything here warranted saying anything, say so.
I love that. I love the lines and I love the textures. I love how it's 3 different textures, one on top of the other.
Yep.
It looks like it's like a sandwich. There's something about this photo that's so engaging, and it shouldn't work, but it does. Yeah. And that's what I love about photography. Yep. It's got a bit of pincushion distortion, perhaps. There's a few other but it doesn't matter. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely love that. And what I was saying before about the P30 and him taking lots of cool photos, nice. I'm not even going to say his name until he's actually on this stream, because he's going to come on here at one point and we have a conversation. When we have this conversation where we're toing froing with names, I'll then remember how to say his name. But this is him. Sorry, mate. I'll show you his other photo at the end because it's just bloody ridiculous. So he's using that P30 Pro, and in that P30, in the P30 Pro and P40 Pro, maybe the P20, I'm not sure. It's got these modes in the camera for built into the camera. It's not another app. It's in the camera app of star trails, long exposures, light trails, flowing water, and it's amazing camera for doing the sort of stuff that you just saw here. Like this is taken with that as well, with that the flowing or silky water mode. That's where there we go.
Right.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all. But I'll find someone else's photo so we're not just picking on him.
They all look good to me.
Yeah, there's some pretty bloody good photographers on here, I'll tell you.
This one looks like it's been edited in Snapseed.
It does a bit.
It's got that grain up around there. That Snapseed look, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yep. Nothing wrong with Snapseed.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm just, it's just interesting how different editing apps have different looks.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yep.
That's why I can't switch.
You use Darkroom, no?
I use Darkroom, and I've actually not been using it for the last couple of months. I've been using Raw Power,
Yep.
and to prepare for a review. But it's just been so hard, man.
Yeah.
And I go back to darkroom and I feel like I'm at home.
I'm like that with Lightroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go in. What's that?
It's just like, sigh of relief. Yes,
Yeah,
things
exactly,
look like the
yeah.
way they should now.
Yeah, I know where that is.
You built up your presets over years and years, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then when you go from all your presets to nothing, you're like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, exactly. How do I get that to do that?
Yeah.
Yes. So this here is an iPhone 12 Pro, I think it is. And this is the Nightcap app. You there, mate? I think you might be gone. Oh, I might have lost David. Anyone watching, just leave me a comment there, and I'll just love to know that I'm still online. I'm not sure if the stream has just died or not. "14 people," it still says here. Anyone at all, just put a comment there. You are there, but David's frozen. Sweet. I'll carry on. Hopefully he comes back. He may not be able to. Thanks, Ralph. Looks like David's dropped out. He might come back in. We'll see. We'll scroll through some more here. I've got a feeling that they are his as well. So this is obviously the P30 Pro again in its silky water mode. And how awesome is that? I'm looking forward to having him on. I think he's on. He's coming on the stream in. I think it's about 2 people away. So that'll be good. I'm really looking forward to that. He sent me some photos here to talk about when we get to his live stream, and I'm really looking forward to it. The main photo and the last photo that I'll show is that one. Nope, I think David's back. I'll put him into here.
I'm so sorry about that.
What happened?
My router decided to restart itself.
Oh, you could have just said, I don't like talking to you anymore. I'm out of here.
I thought that was more polite, you know.
Just end.
Just bugger off.
Yeah, just for that. Yeah, it's just me again, guys. No.
And bless your commenters all letting you know that I'd gone. Oh, they were that's so nice of them to pay attention and like let you know. How nice. No, I'm being serious. Like,
right now they're all saying Shane asked us. And I was like, he's gone, but I think he might come back. And he did. So I'll just bring you up to speed now that you're back. With so the same, he's probably thinking that I'm picking on him here. This is the same guy, the same phone.
What's his name? Ooh, hello.
Don't ask me to say it. Patrica.
I don't know how to say that. We're paying attention even after 19 minutes. Oh, nice one. Sorry, dude. I'm reading the comments. Oh, Greg's making.
That's gold. That's the comment of the day.
This is the router. Don't you know who I am?
It would have been so funny if you just knocked it off and that plug came out there. Same person, same camera. It's just got an awesome camera, right? These you probably haven't seen some of these, mate. This is
wow.
Yeah, this is pretty much what we do here. This is like the bread and butter of what we do here in this group. This and moon photos, it seems to be. So to get that out of a bloody phone, it's amazing. I'm blown away every time I do it. This is a S21. Ron's a very good photographer as well. I'll see if I can. He did some stuff with golfing. Like, look at these photos as I scroll through them, mate. Like, that's actually they're mine. I was just going to say how good they were. Well, here we go.
This is just an excuse for you to flex, isn't it? That's all it is. We're on to you, man.
You know. This is even longer as well.
Wow.
It's impressive, isn't it? Every time I see this guy's also a very good photographer. I should actually reach out to him to see if he wants to come on here, because he's taken some amazing photos with even longer.
So even longer is known outside of you and I, because again, Hermit, I have no idea of what's going on. Like,
I guess it's known because we've done the videos. You know, well, I did a video with. Are you gone again, or are you just sitting very still?
And then I move on. So I'm here.
Oh, you're only there in voice. You're not. Oh, there you are. You're moving again now. Yes. Yes.
Hi.
Now,
what's wrong with you?
Not much. Well, a lot, but we won't get into it. I thought there was this one other one that I wanted to show you. But I'm not going to. Oh, here it is. This is even longer as well. How good is that? I'm really impressed with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get picky, you'd say the bottom isn't quite level. I don't like that, but it's a bloody ripper. It really shows what that can do. It's really.
It doesn't matter, does it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Oh, I've gone again. Oh, I'm back.
No,
again.
you're here. Is it a hotel or something that you're staying in?
I buffered.
Is that why the internet's... You're buffered?
No, it's a house.
Oh, right.
I turned into this, man.
You what? He's breaking up a lot. I'm glad that we're bringing people laughter.
It is, isn't it?
This is the last photo I'll show you. And to think that this came from a phone.
Yeah, because I seem to be buffering.
Bloody ridiculous. How good's that?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the guy again whose name you can't pronounce.
Patrika. I'm just going to check on my phone.
How do you even?
So this is that same phone, and
I'm buffering again.
This is the same phone, the Huawei P30 Pro, and it's it'll be a light trails mode that is used here, I would say. I'll just look through the comments. Nope, he's just doing a lot of bowing apparently. I thought he said that how he did it, but I'm pretty sure it's oh, there you go. This is what it looks like, mate. So he's used a light painting function to capture a storm. It's just amazing. So I don't know if you can see that very well, David. You've got there light trails.
I think we need some behind the scenes from this.
Yeah. It's one of these things that I've got a list of videos on my wall that I'm doing, and in amongst that is some of this with the P40 Pro. It's an amazing camera. And don't get me wrong, he's obviously got a very good eye for doing what he's doing, and I think that when you've got a good creative mindset and a good tool to do it with, you can create some clearly amazing stuff. That's just ridiculously good. Ridiculous. Hold on, we'll have a look for some comments here. Blurristic.
You're making me. I'm almost tempted to join back with the Facebook and join your Facebook group. I'm almost tempted.
Almost.
But when I make am I lagging again? Yeah, I am.
A little bit. You're okay.
But when I make a Facebook account, I can feel Mark Zuckerberg's hand like reaching into my soul. And I don't like it.
See, now that you've said that, Mark Zuckerberg's making you lag.
Yeah.
That's what's So Android users, take a look at Blurristic. Somebody took some photos with that, and I've actually had a look at it as well, Greg, and I didn't think it was that good, to be honest. It's certainly not on the level of what we're getting with even longer, or what the Huawei is getting with its creative modes as well. It's not nearly there. But what I was hoping to do, couple of weeks ago was get up there and take some long exposures of waterfalls and stuff with some of these filters, because the S21 is basically a manual camera. You can use it like that. So there's no reason we couldn't do it with ND filters. But Bluristic, and I think in that Facebook group, I think it might have been Scott said that there was something. Is Scott still here? Scott didn't have good results with it either. There was it Scott or maybe it was Jason? One of you guys had said that there was another app that you used for long exposure. I'm not sure if we've lost David again. I know he's back again.
Is that just Android?
Yeah, just Android. Yeah, it's one of those things that with the iPhones. I say this
is it
all the
worth
time,
me
they come out-
knocking my?
Go, mate.
Sorry, is it worth me knocking my Wi-Fi off and then putting it back on again, or what do you reckon?
Well, you can do. We're almost done here anyway, mate. It's up to you.
I'll do it really quick and then
Yeah,
just
sure.
bear with me.
Go for it. There was another app that I don't know if it was you, Jason Peltz might have said something about another app. It was a long exposure app, and the photo that you put there. It's a shame I can't see it. I'll just bring me back because he's kind of like. There was another photo that he'd put there, and I didn't. He said it was like one of the better photos that he got out of it, but I didn't actually think it was. Didn't think it was that good, to be honest. Certainly not at the level of what we're getting with even longer, or even slow shutter cam, long exposure camera. There we go. Yeah, it's certainly not at that point. I think with the Androids, the filters are probably the way it's going to go. And what I'm looking at the moment is that with the Sandmark ones, we've got the ND64, but they're not stackable. Like you can't. That's the only thing I don't like about these Sandmark filters, is that you can't like put one into the other. I think David's back. He's back.
Is that any better?
It still sounds English.
Am I lagging?
Oh yeah, you were lagging.
Dude, I'm your guest, man. You need to be polite to me. I'm buffering. Stop buffering. God damn it.
It's night time in the
shouting.
UK, so I guess all the people who are on those treadmills have gone home for the night.
It's night time. No.
So what I was going to say is that with so we were talking about the filters with the Android phones, is that like these this is still in a box, so I can't show you that one. The filters from Sandmark, they don't stack, so you can't screw one into the other. So you can't make like the ND64, you can't screw in the ND16 into it. It just doesn't work that way. So what I'll try is using that. That's that Nissi. Get it the right way. That Nissi filter. It's a Nissi filter holder. When you get this, it comes with. I've used Nissi filters for years and years and years with DSLRs, and what this comes with is a polarizer and a ND grad filter. I'll just with one of these. So it's like, look how dirty that is.
Wow.
It's filthy. They also have like 10-stop ND filters and stuff.
What do you get up to with that filter, man?
What do you what? Sorry.
What do you get up to with that filter?
What do I go up to?
What do you get up to? Because it was so dirty. What are you doing with it?
Oh, this here, I'll go out and pat the cows with that one.
Yeah, that's going to say.
It was just sitting here on my desk. It's just all the dust. The air conditioner's running. It is what it is. I actually I actually got that one because Nissi also make a night light filter, like a for when you live in light polluted areas, to take photos of the stars and stuff, and it's pretty shit. It doesn't work. Yeah, doesn't work at all. That's dirty.
Dude, I thought your viewers were nice. First you're turning on me, now they're turning on me.
You can't come on here and be precious. We're just the way we are.
Dude, I'm very sensitive. Someone Carl Webb, BT broadband. I'm living up north. I'll have you know, Carl, I'm actually down south at the moment. When if I was back up north, my internet would be 15. I'd be streaming in 4K. Gosh darn it!
Oh,
you'll see when Shane.
What's this?
Oh yeah.
That's Mario, isn't it?
Yep.
What are you doing? Why is he saying that?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Oh, that's even pre-beta.
Or maybe I won't. Just because you've been so mean to me over the last minutes.
It's pretty funny. Like every time that we have, every time I have someone on here, this is kind of where the conversation goes. Like we get all the sort of semi-serious stuff out of the way, and then it just turns to banter. It's pretty good fun.
Dude, contrary to my YouTube persona, I'm not serious whatsoever.
Oh no, I didn't think that at all. As soon as we got on here before we went live, I was like, thank God he's not that robot.
Dude.
I've broken the Englishman.
Dude, I've got 6,000 subscribers who like that robot. I'll have you know. When I'm not robotic, I'm not robotic. They're like, dude, where's the robot?
See what Greg said there? See what Greg's got to say there? That's the truth.
You got to have a thick skin to hang out with the bloody No. You say it and I'll copy you.
Say what?
Bloody legend.
Bloody legends?
Bloody
Not
legend.
Bloody. Just
Bloody
take out the two O's and put a U there. Bloody.
No, I say it correctly. You're the one with the accent.
Not from where you're on my channel.
Dude, you're speaking English, man.
If I come over to your channel, I'd be the one with the accent.
Touché.
We don't say that.
Oh.
Just joking. All right, this has gone down a. I've just downloaded it even longer. It does look amazing. You know what you and I've got to do? We're going to hit up Mario for like commissions. Probably
I know.
Shouldn't say that in front of him.
You know what I've been thinking, dude? If I got a kickback for every time someone downloaded Halide or Moment, I'd be like, or Darkroom, because I listened to a podcast with the Darkroom guys, and they were like, we get so many downloads from like YouTube videos, and let's be honest, they were talking about me because pretty big deal.
They clearly know who you are.
Clearly, so. They get hardly any. You know, when Apple like recommends them or features them, they get hardly any because people download it and then just delete it straight away because they're not their target audience. It just pushes it out to everyone.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I felt a bit sick. You know, like, so many people must have downloaded it. Yeah. After watching my video.
When I look through the comments on some of the videos, I go, I wish I got commissions on that.
Yeah.
The amount of people who have bought that. I just watched your video. I'm going to buy that. It's like, damn it. Where's my Amazon link to a S21 Ultra?
I know.
Anyway, I think we're done here. Thanks for coming on, dude. I really appreciate it. It was really good to catch up with you. And
you have to collaborate on a YouTube video, I reckon.
Yeah. We'll learn how to speak each other's language.
Send me some ideas.
We'll have a chat about it. We'll and certainly towards the end of the year when I first started this stream here, I said, we'll see if we can get 10 people on here, mate. If you're keen for it, we'll definitely bring you back. And God, that'll just go. God, that'll just go to shit real quick with 10 of us sitting there bantering on each other. That'll be funny. No one will get any information out of it.
Collaborate in January when YouTube just dies.
Yeah, true. Because like right now with all the new phones and ad revenue starting to increase towards Christmas, it's a time to knuckle down with your content sort of thing.
Yeah,
we'll definitely do something. Absolutely, mate. Guys, everyone, thank you so much for watching. It was a ripper live stream as it normally is. If you're, like I said in the beginning, if you're not on the Facebook group, head over there and answer all the questions. We don't just go yes or whatever, because you won't get in. We'll just get gone. Answer the questions as they're asked, and it's a nice group. Lots of good photography on there, as you can see, and we look forward to seeing you in there. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. 2 weeks with another YouTube creator who's actually one of the bloody legends already. Anyway, guys, we'll see you then. Catch you later. Thanks, Dave.
See you later. Thanks.